One of the things that comes up a lot in the comments on my videos about decluttering and minimalism and those kinds of things is asking how to go through all of the sentimental items in the house and find the freedom and maybe the courage just to let them go. It's pretty easy to clean out a junk drawer in the kitchen, but thinking about removing that t-shirt from your favorite concert in 1976 is just too painful to know where to even start. So let's think about some strategies together today, and maybe it will be helpful for you to get started. I think it goes without saying that you should start with the easy stuff first. Put the sentimental items aside for a bit. Don't even worry about them. Do some decluttering and culling from that kitchen junk drawer we mentioned earlier. Go through the process of looking at those old batteries and wondering if they even work anymore, and then putting them in the trash. Do this a few times. This will help you sort of get used to throwing things away or donating things to your favorite charity. And after that, you'll probably feel ready to look at things that mean more to you. When you're ready to tackle the harder things, my recommendation is that you do what I did. You go to Lowe's or Home Depot and you get at least 2 boxes. Make them as big as you want. Mine are sort of medium size, and I'm down to 1 now, but I did start with 2. And start finding the sentimental items that you're hanging on to. Decide right up front that all of your special items have to fit inside those 2 boxes. And this will make you think hard about what you really want to keep. You can't keep everything, or at least you shouldn't keep everything. So you'll have to pick the most important things. Now, it's okay if you need more boxes at first. Start with 4 or 5 boxes if you want. And when you're ready, you can start to eliminate 1 box by pulling everything back out again and starting over. And so now instead of fitting inside 4 boxes, it has to fit inside 3. And you sort of get the idea. This is basically what I did. At this point, all of my sentimental items can fit inside 1 medium-sized box. Now, to be fair, I can't close the lid on the box. But as I've talked about before, I have kept my brother's cane and the putter that both he and my dad used when they were golfing. And I've got my dad's broken pocket knife. It was part of his EDC, what we call the everyday carry, long before that was a YouTube topic for a video. And I have his old wristwatch and a few other items I keep right here beside me in the studio. And it feels good to have these things still sort of close to me, even though I know that no one after me will have the same attachment to any of them. And it will be okay if my daughters get rid of all of these things after I'm gone. They are under no obligation to keep anything I own. And this video can count as a legally binding agreement on that matter. As some people have mentioned, taking pictures of things is a great way to keep the memory without keeping the actual thing. A lot of people in the comments have talked about this very thing. Try taking photos of old birthday cards and your kids' elementary school art projects. And then you can look at them anytime on your phone, but they won't take up space in your house. You can set up a separate folder in your phone's photo app to store them. And this will keep them out of sight, out of your way, until you want them. And trust me, your grown child probably doesn't want the clay ashtray they made for you in 2nd grade either. So before you get rid of something special, here's another idea you might want to think about. Tell your family about it. If your kids are close enough, invite them over to your house. If you have siblings nearby, invite them as well. Or if not, maybe try a family Zoom call and have those items ready to show. Talk to your family about why they are important to you. Tell them the story that surrounds that item, where you bought it. Maybe it was a vacation or a special occasion that you were at. And talk to them about the feelings of joy or satisfaction you had when you got it. Let them know something about you as you talk about these sentimental things with your family. And this could help you realize that you don't need the thing to remember the story. The memory is in your head, and it's not in the object. Now, for some really special items that you're just struggling with, maybe you could use them one last time before saying goodbye. You remember that concert t-shirt I mentioned at the beginning? It's probably faded now. Might even be a little bit thread worn. With any luck, it still fits at least. And you know you should get rid of it, but it's just hard. You really love that band, and that concert was special. So take a day and wear it again. It'll be fun to remember that night, and then you might feel okay about giving that shirt away. Now, another perhaps more difficult thing to do is to change the way you think. You might think that getting rid of something means you're forgetting about it, but that's simply not true. You probably still remember your grandmother, even though you don't have all of her old stuff, right? And thinking this way can make it easier to let things go. Sometimes you might feel sad or worried about getting rid of things, and that's okay. Take time to think about why you feel that way. It can help you understand yourself better. Processing why it's hard to let go is actually good therapy. You might even have a good cry about it sometimes. And give yourself some time. For some, this can almost be like the 5 stages of grief. So understand where you're at in the process and allow yourself the time you need to get to acceptance. Or maybe you would consider asking a friend or a family member to help you clean out the closet where you store these sentimental keepsakes. Sometimes it's nice to have someone to talk to about your memories, and they can help you decide what to keep and what to give away. But above all, whatever you choose to do, I encourage you to take your time. Don't try to do everything in one day. Take your time and work on decluttering a little bit each week. And this will make it less stressful and give you time to think about what you really want to keep. Maybe you're looking at just 1 or 2 items a day, or maybe it's 1 or 2 items every week, or even 1 or 2 items a month to start with. Find the balance between not rushing through things, but still making progress. So let me know in the comments what you've done to help you with these sentimental items that you have been trying to get rid of. And as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.